You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller is a direct witness to the fierce competition between Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez on the track. Although Marquez is showing an impressive performance since joining the new team, Miller believes that Bagnaia will not give up that easily in the title race. Pecco Bagnaia is a very smart and consistent rider. He knows when to attack and when to defend. Don't think he will just let Marquez take over, Miller said after the free practice session at the circuit. According to Miller, although Marquez has experience and a distinctive aggressive racing style, Bagnaia has an advantage in strategy and calmness. I've been on the same team with Bagnaia, I know how he thinks. Marquez will have to work extra hard if he wants to beat Pecco this season. With the increasingly stable performance of the two, MotoGP fans are certainly looking forward to a hot duel between the two world champions. But one thing is for sure, according to Jack Miller, Pecco Bagnaia is not the type of rider who will easily wave the white flag. And here's the full news. Jack Miller believes Pecco Bagnaia will rise to the occasion against Marc Marquez in MotoGP 2025 despite his late start. He knows very well the mentality of Valentino Rossi's student because he was once a teammate at Ducati. Bagnaia's victory at the 2025 America's GP yesterday still brings a lot of doubts. The three-time world champion was said to be lucky because Marquez crashed. From the pace of the race, Bagnaia is also still widely underestimated because of his speed, which is still less fast than the alien. Predictions that this season will be Marquez's season to claim his 9th title have been widely discussed. However, this is not the case with Jack Miller, whose assessment is an anomaly from most observers' opinions. Miller actually suspects that Bagnaia will slowly overcome the crisis he is experiencing now and reveal his true character. Miller believes this through his experience as Bagnaia's teammate at Ducati. The Australian racer has spent 4 seasons as Bagnaia's teammate. 2 years at Pramac in 2019 to 2020, 2 years at Ducati Lenovo in 2021 to 2022. So, Miller knows very well the character of Bagnaia, who will not give up easily when the start of the season does not go according to the scenario. He is a man who knows what he wants, he will get up and try hard, Miller told Crash.net. I know his qualities. He's not a guy who's going to crash you, but what he does on the bike is incredible. I think he will react to Marc, who is on fire. He has had some of his best races in a pressed position, he added. From Miller's observations, the braking aspect is what Bagnaia excels at. In fact, Miller really wants to imitate that skill. There are certain things he does and I hope I can do them too, he said the racer nicknamed Jackass. The way he does it is very subtle. The way he prepares to enter a corner, for example. Nobody does it like him. Same how he uses his corners. He never goes at the maximum angle to avoid putting pressure on the tires, but doesn't reduce his speed for that. And the great thing is he never forces his body, added Miller. Miller still believes Bagnaia can knock down the dominance of Marquez, who at the start of this season was on fire. On the other hand, over time, he also predicts that Marquez's consistency will begin to falter when he becomes the target of many ENIAC rivals. Marc Marquez will not continue to dominate. But yes, I could be wrong, Miller said. On the other hand, competition in MotoGP this season is heating up again, especially with the presence of Marc Marquez, who is slowly but surely starting to find his best rhythm with his new team. However, not everyone believes that Marquez's path to the top will run smoothly. One of them is Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller, who knows well the character of the two main rivals this season, Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez. In an interview session after free practice at the Austin circuit, Jack Miller expressed his views on the title battle that began to take shape at the start of this season. According to Miller, the public is too quick to assume Marquez will dominate again. In fact, there is the figure of Pecco Bagnaia, who according to him is actually getting more mature and difficult to beat. I see many people starting to predict that Marc will return to glory quickly. But they forget Pecco Bagnaia is not the type of racer who is easily swayed. He is very disciplined, knows when to take risks, and is very calm in difficult situations, said Miller. As Bagnaia's former teammate at Ducati and now a rival on the track, Miller has a unique perspective on the defending champion's racing style. I've seen for myself how he developed. Pecco is now not only fast, but also very smart. He can read the race like a veteran. Miller also admits that Marquez's presence does bring new colors this season, especially with his aggressive and determined racing style. But according to him, aggressiveness alone is not enough to beat Bagnaia in the title race. Marc is extraordinary, he can do things that are almost impossible. But this season, he will not easily pass Pecco. They will push each other until the last race. And I don't think Pecco will just give up. Miller even said that the rivalry between Bagnaia and Marquez this year could be one of the most iconic duels in the modern MotoGP era. Two different characters, one full of instinct and aggressiveness, the other calm and strategic, will clash in the fight for supremacy. As a rider, I love to see duels like this. But as a spectator, it will be a very exciting season, he added with a laugh. This season's MotoGP has only entered the first few series, but the atmosphere of the title race is already starting to feel hot. One thing is certain, judging from the comments of Jack Miller, who knows both of them closely, it is certain that Francesco Bagnaia will not let Marc Marquez waltz alone towards the championship ladder. This is the start of a big battle, and as Miller said, Pecco won't lose that easily. Jack Miller is back on the lips of the MotoGP world after an outstanding performance at Circuit of the Americas, COTA, Austin, Texas. In a race full of drama and intense competition, the Australian rider managed to steal the show with his aggressive, determined and uncompromising racing style. It didn't take long for his team, Pramac Yamaha, to respond to this performance. In an official statement released shortly after the race ended, the team publicly expressed their pride. But more than that, they expressed great confidence that this kind of performance could continue in the next series, especially in the Qatar MotoGP, which is in sight. We know Jack has extraordinary quality. But what he showed at COTA even exceeded our expectations. It wasn't just a great race, it was a declaration that he is still one of the most aggressive and fearless riders on the grid, said Pramac Yamaha team principal in a post-race interview. The return of the gladiator. Jack Miller is no stranger to MotoGP. With his flamboyant, sometimes reckless, but always highly technical riding style and keen racing instincts, he has recorded many iconic moments in his career. However, since his move to Pramac Yamaha for the 2025 season, many have wondered if he still has the fire that once burned brightly on the MotoGP grid. And at COTA, that question was answered very clearly. Starting from the center position, Miller immediately stepped on the gas and showed that he was not a rider who came just to collect points. He came to fight. Overtaking one rider after another, pressing in the difficult corners, and utilizing every little gap into a golden opportunity. That's Jack Miller at his best, savage, smart, and hungry for victory. Team response, proud but still focused. The performance immediately received high praise from within the team. Not only from the management, but also from the technical crew, mechanics, to the strategy department, who felt their hard work had finally paid off. We see Jack starting to feel one with the bike. The setups we've changed in the last few weeks seem to be starting to match his riding style. But the key is with him. He's racing with heart and confidence, said Jack's chief mechanic. However, although satisfied, the team did not want to be complacent. They actually make this moment a starting point to encourage more consistent performance going forward. The Qatar MotoGP is the next target, a circuit that has different characteristics to COTA, but is believed to provide similar opportunities if utilized properly. We don't want this to be the only highlight of the season. Qatar is the next test, and we want Jack to bring the same energy. Aggressive, tactical and focused. If he can keep up the momentum, we're sure another podium is within reach, added the manager. Losail awaits challenges and opportunities. The Losail International Circuit in Qatar is known for its long straights, temperatures that often drop dramatically at night, and desert winds that sometimes make it difficult for riders to choose a tire strategy. But Jack has experience at this track, and Pramac Yamaha are confident they are coming in with a more competitive package than in previous years. The whole crew is now working extra hard at their headquarters to analyze the data from COTA and adjust the bike settings to deal with Losail's unique conditions. Miller himself is reportedly highly motivated, and is even spending more time in the simulator and strategy discussion sessions than usual. A winning is not just about speed. It's about understanding the terrain, recognizing the moment, and taking advantage of it. Jack is in his best mental state, and we want that to continue, the team statement concluded. Optimism of the fans. Outside the paddock, the fans also showed high spirits. Pramac Yamaha's social media was flooded with congratulations and wishes. Many called this the rebirth of Jack Miller, the rider who has always been liked for his honesty, courage, and no drama, just racing a style. Some even said that Pramac Yamaha and Jack Miller was a combination that was late to happen, but finally found its time. The combination of an experienced rider with a team that now has a more mature bike package and a solid strategy. The Qatar MotoGP is now just a matter of days away. One big question hangs in the air: can Jack Miller repeat or even surpass his crazy performance at COTA? The Pramac Yamaha team believes he can. The fans believe he can. And most importantly, Jack himself believes that this momentum is his.
Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, Casamigos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on her tight